Hey, what up, y'all? You got a Sarge coming at you. I'm gonna give you a quick back brief, a quick trip report on my Shreveport birthday run last Friday. We went down there last Friday and came back on Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, out on Sunday. Saturday was my 62nd birthday. Happy birthday to me. It's now a week later. So yeah, and I'm still getting gifts. So okay, so like I said, we got down there Friday afternoon, made a 5 hour trip down to Shreveport from here in Central Texas. And the rooms comped, of course, down at our Bally's. Good stuff. Got in about right at about 3 in the afternoon. By about 4, the wife went to hit the one-arm bandit doing her slot thing, and I hit the craps pit. I think when I got in the tables, okay, well, here's the first little story, okay? Uh, I walk up to the table, and there's about 4, almost 5 guys standing there at the table. So, and my spot was open, stick right too. I'm fully expecting to, wait for the dice to go around. As soon as I walk up to the stick, the stick looks at me and says, "You want to shoot?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what's going on?" He's like, "None of those guys want to shoot." I'm like, "Huh? Hell yeah, give me the dice." I was like, that's the strangest shit I think I've ever found at a craps table where the guys wanted to play, but nobody wanted to shoot. I'm like, hell yeah, give me the dice. So I bought in for $200 because this was my first roll of the day. And so I get on the table and commenced to, getting the chopper dialed in. Had a nice 15 roller right out the gate. I think I almost hit the small. I needed 5 for the small. And in classical dumb fashion, I should have took the show money, but hear me. I'm gonna stay up for, well, if in the next 3 roll, if I don't hit the 5, then uh, I'm gonna lay the 5. Of course, Big Red came on the next roll, So and I was up for 555 on the ATS, so that was a waste. So yeah, I let a good opportunity pass. Like Alfredo said, always says, never pass up on show money. And thank goodness for Larry the Big Kuhuna uh, hooking up with me down there and nudging me in the side every time there was a late opportunity on the ATS. He sure enough made sure I capitalized on it, and thank you, Larry, for that, bro. So, but anyhow, let me get back to the story. So, after that first 15 roller, nice hand. The set that I was using was Kissing Threes, of course, 2662. That set it's a good set, gives you a quick read on the dice, what's going on and everything. So, yeah, and also, like I said, I was trying to get dialed in, adjusted to where I needed to be at on the table because it was a 14-foot table. Didn't want to be too far back in my stick right position or too close up, to stick. But I quickly figured out where I needed to be at, got locked in, and yep, yeah, put on a good roll. The next time, so after that 15 roller, I figured, okay, maybe by now these guys figured out who the hell's gonna shoot or whatever they're gonna do. And the stick looked to those guys and it's like, nah, pass the dice back to him. They passed the dice right back to me. I'm like, okay, this is great. This is the shit I dreamed for. The table might as well have been empty. So yeah, they passed the dice back to me, and I go and had a nice little 7 roller. So by that time, a few of the shooters had finally joined the table, and then the dice went to them. So I stayed there on the table for probably about from about 3 till 7, 8. One went to 8, and then I had bought it for 200 and colored up for about 3. I think about 310, made $100. So nothing to write home about, but hey, a win's a win, right? So anyhow, and when those other shooters got on the table, it got choppy too. You know, I'm sure at some point my chip rack had started to grow, then it quickly dwindled down. So yeah, uh, we went, ate dinner, came back, and me and Larry, I finally hooked up with Larry, Big Kuhuna, and I think he came when we both hit the crapless crap table, and let's see, I got a nice roll going there, and hit the small on the crapless crap table. I think I was up for 10, 10, 10, and hit the small and the crapless. So that was a nice $310 payday, and you know, again, cause it was early, and I knew the next day I was gonna get with the guys and have a nice big session with all the shooters. Excuse me. I was investing, managing my bankroll slightly, $200 a pop for the most part. So yeah, I think when I finally, let's see what happened. I tell you what happened during that session, and a lot of the session that first day. Okay, matter of fact, Larry shot decent that on that crapless crap table. Couple of short rolls, even myself. But my biggest problem that first day was on that Friday was I was betting. I was betting dumb. Okay, I betted on a bunch of uh, randoms, and the thing is, I was betting the ATS on them. Okay, I was going 6-8, which is what I normally do, but I was also betting the ATS on them. And when you go up for that 5-5-5, I'll tell you what, if that ATS isn't hitting, you'll go through some money real quick. And that's exactly what happened. And my bankroll started to dwindle down. Couple that with a few back-to-back PSOs, and my bankroll quickly shrunk down. I think I rebought that. When all was said and done that night, I was down 600 for the night. So I was like, okay. But the following day, I'd already made plans to link up with the Big Kuhuna again, and Doc. Okay, he goes by, his name is Mark, but he goes by the handle Doc. And then Mark, the maintenance man, he was also coming into town, and also who the hell am I missing? Yeah, that was the three. That was the four. That was the four of us. Myself, maintenance man, Doc, and the Big Kuhuna, Larry. So at 2 o'clock the following afternoon, I had coordinated with those guys to meet up on the regular craps table. So we all linked up there that afternoon, and we let's see. So Mark, the maintenance man, was shooting from straight out, and then I was at my usual stick right position. Larry was at stick. Larry and Doc was at their stick left. Both of them was at stick left one and stick left two. So and with a couple of the shooters mixed in there, and we had some good rolls. Okay, the dice went to Mark, maintenance man. He had a short roll. Then went to another one of the guys that was there. Two more guys. They had a couple of decent rolls. Then it came to me. I had somewhere in the double digits, maybe about a 12 to 15 roll hand, and I hit the ATS again. I think I hit the tall that time. Again, I was up for 10, 10, 10. If I'm shooting, I'm normally up for 10, 10, 10. So, and I had the dealers up for a nice 2-1-2, so they got paid. And then after myself, the dice went over to Big Kuhuna. He had a short roll, then it went to Doc, and Doc commenced to go on a monster roll, man. And he also throws the chopper, and his chopper was dialed in spot on. And he had a 30 plus roll, I think a 32 or 33 roller. And he hit, I think he hit one side of the ATS, and then the other side of the ATS, he needed a four, and we just laid we just laid it. You know, I think both uh, Larry and I laid it for. I know I laid it for 1,000. I'm sure Larry laid it for, because I was up for 10, 10, 10. So what's the worst? What's gonna happen? I you know, if the all had hit, I would have got paid 1750 plus another 310. And if it didn't hit, my lay was gonna pay. I had $1,000 out there, and I would win 500. So I was okay with that. Of course, the Big Red came knocking, and the lay worked out brilliantly. So yeah, that's something you gotta always remember, guys. We love to hit the ATS, but you know, when there's an opportunity for that show money, again, Alfredo mantra, take the show money. And like I said, Larry was there, and he, every time a lay opportunity came up, he came over. He's like, Sarge, yo, you see that lay? I was like, got it, you know, and jumped on it. So hey, that worked out great. Uh, so I had bought in that day on that table for 1,000, colored up for right at I think right at 2,100. Told it to dealers about $100. Plus I hit the ATS, so the dealers made out like a bandit. Everybody did well, and that was Saturday evening, and we had dinner reservations at 7 at the Vintage. Excellent steakhouse, folks. If you're ever down in Shreveport and want to hit up a good steakhouse, check out the Vintage at Bayou's. Excellent food. So me and the wife had reservations at 7. We got in there, hit it up, and yeah, a nice steak dinner. Was gonna do surf and turf, but man, that steak was so big. I'm glad I didn't get the lobster. So yeah, and then later on that evening, after that, I think we went back up to the room, chilled for a bit, and came down looking. By that time, all the guys had already dispersed and stuff, but Larry was staying there at the at Bali's, and you know, so he had just shot me a text and say, "You downstairs?" Yeah, I said, like, "Yeah, I'm down here." So say I'm here in the crapless. He came up, found me, and I had just walked up to the crapless crap table, because all the other tables, it was Saturday night now. All the other tables packed in. This is about Saturday night, about 11 ish. All the tables packed in now, and I couldn't get to my position, so I went to the ends were open on the crapless crap table, one of them, and I said, okay, you know what? Let me switch it up and try to throw par from the end, do work on my end shot down here. Normally, I can get a pretty good roll going, but here's the thing: the dice came around to me. I think I bought them for like $200 or something. The dice came around to me. I start tossing par. The first 5 tosses that I threw were all 7s. Every time I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I'm destined to throw a 7 when I do set the point, and this is crapless crap. So I decide, you know what? Forget the par toss. Let me see if I can throw the chopper. Now, the last time I tried this, I think throwing the chopper from the ends was on a 14-foot aircraft carrier table on a cruise that I was on somewhere in the middle of the Pacific, and I almost threw out my damn shoulder, because that's a long way on a 14-foot table to get those dice to fly correctly like that, get them to the back wall. But I decided to try it, and tell you what, I amazed the shit out of myself. Once I picked those dice up and you know, got my bearings about it and let them fly, man, it was almost like shooting from stick right to my normal position, except I was from the end. All I can figure out is I think maybe I build good muscle memory and good strength in my arm. Well, I do work out a little too, so and yeah, the dice laid down proper, so I had absolutely no issue. And yeah, I commenced to going on a 22 roller on that crapless crap table, and the set I was using was I think I was using a cross six variant, the 2663, and man oh man, I was hitting extremes, hit plenty of extremes, hit inside numbers, but I think I hit the two, the yo, the midnight, and a bunch of inside numbers. Actually, the first I think I set a point of like three, came right back and hit the three. Okay, but yeah, I never really, I wasn't in no position to hit the ATS, but I had a great roll on that Crapper Scrap table, and surprised the shit out of myself shooting the chopper from the end. So that's something that I said I'm gonna start working on, because I don't normally shoot the chopper from the end. I only shoot it from stick right because of that bad experience the first time trying to shoot it from the end. But uh, when you put in when your back's up against the wall and you want to try something out, guess what? It's one of them situation. Make it work. I made it work. I ain't had no choice. So yeah, that had a good roll. And then yeah, that night I think went on to Larry had finally came over, linked up with Larry. We got on the regular craps. We got off the crapless crap table, went to the regular crap table, and it was a choppy table. Couldn't get any traction. Think I didn't make anything that night. Bought him for what, 5, and when all was said and done, okay, I left out of Shreveport up $200. Okay, came back with my bankroll totally intact, plus 200. So hey, a win is a win. It's not a huge win, but it was a good win. Okay, it was a very decent win in the confines of hell. It could have been the other way, where I could have been walking away with $200 and leaving the rest of my bankroll down there. So, but oh, just a little side note here, something that popped up down there that you never see, you never come across a situation like this at I'm gonna say at a hotel. But the damnedest thing, we get down there, and when we checked in, when me and my wife checked in, I knew something was strange. They said, here go your room key, and they gave me one key. I was like, can I have two? They was like, well, come back later and we'll give you a second one. I didn't figure anything about it, so I, later on that night, when I was me and the wife was heading back up to the room, and this was Friday night. When we was walking back to the elevator, we see all these people kind of standing around in front of the elevator. So I thought maybe there was a wedding party or something, everybody just hanging out in the lobby. And then I think one of the guys there said something like, yeah, go ahead, take a number and get in line. I was like, huh? He's like, y'all got a key? I'm like, yeah, we got a key. He fell out laughing. He's like, man, well, you one of the lucky ones. He said, you see all of us here, and there's about 40 people standing there. He's like, we ain't got no room key. I'm like, what? He's like, the hotel ran out of room key. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? How can you run a hotel and not have keys for the guests? That's how you make your money. I don't know what the hell was going on. So I was like, okay, I guess I best be happy that we have a room key as opposed to two because I was about to go get a second one, but here it is. I'm going, well, thank God we got a key because these 40 folks plus, and what was crazy is they had to escort, when you get in the elevator, you got to scan your room key just for the elevator to close, and then you need your key to get in your room, of course. So those folks had to wait for someone from the front desk anytime they wanted to go to their room for anything to come over, scan them in the elevator, go up with them to their room, let them get in their room. That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, that's the first time I ever seen that dumb shit happen. But anyhow, all in all, it was a great trip. Like I said, it was excellent celebrating my birthday with friends. Like I said, maintenance man Doc and Big Kuhuna, came out, and that was a crew. Those guys came out and supported me, and we had a blast down there, man. So thank you guys for coming out and just hanging with Sarge on my birthday. Appreciate that, fellas. And well, that concludes this trip report. Like I said, it was a great one. So a win is a win. Came out $200 up. So yes, yep, excellent. All right, folks. Till next time, Sarge out.